Okay, and then listen. The mayor spoke to the people of the city. Number 3. Okay. How about this? Can you read this part? Number 4. Okay, the mayor's assistant made phone calls for the mayor. One more. Number 4. Okay, very good. Number 5. Are you sure about this word? Can you read this again? It's discussed. Okay, it's not discussed or discussed. Okay, look at my lips. All right. Okay, Kiat, it's discussed. Discussed. I'm gonna write here. Okay, so this is the correct pronunciation. I'm gonna write. So this cost. Okay, this cost. Okay, this cost. Okay, all right. Take note of that. I'm going to ask you that next class. All right, so going back to the lesson. Okay. So can you read the whole sentence with that word? Okay, go ahead. The city council discussed the city's schools. All right, okay. So in here, okay, if you still remember, we have studied the soft C and the hard C, right? So look at this, city and then council. Okay, soft C sounds like S, right? And then the hard C sounds like K or Ka. Okay, did you get it? Get? All right, we have studied that last class. Okay, so again, the city council discussed. Okay, so it's discussed. Take note of that. The city council discussed the city's schools. All right. Hello, are you still there? Okay, take note of that. Number 6, can you read? Okay, so at City Hall, okay, there's comma, so you have to pause. At City Hall, people make decisions about the city. Okay, one more. Can you read it? Go ahead. Okay, at City Hall. At City Hall. Go ahead. Go ahead. All right, Kiet. By the way, okay, so let me just cut our discussion for a while. May I ask if you ask your mom or your dad to put a camera in on your laptop, okay, while we're having class, because I cannot see your reaction. All right, so we are having class, but it's hard for me to identify or to determine if you really absorb the lesson because I can't see your reaction. All right, can you do that? Can you ask your mom or your dad? Okay, so Just a simple camera, because when we're having class on class in app, you have a camera, but on Skype you don't have. Can you do that? Okay, so thank you. All right, so going back, number 7. Can you read number 7? Okay, so the president of our class is a good leader. Okay, the president of our class is a good leader. Okay. Okay, president. Okay. Next, number 8. Okay, so be mindful about the stress of this word. Okay, go ahead. Okay, garbage collectors. Can you say garbage collectors? Okay, so garbage collectors, not garbage collectors or collectors. Okay, it's different. Okay, the garbage collectors. Get? Okay, so the garbage collectors ride in a huge truck. Go ahead. Read again the sentence. Okay, very good. Okay, so if I'm going to omit this part of this word, okay, so how will you read this now without this? Without the ORS, just this. It's collect, collect. All right, the garbage collectors. Okay, the garbage collectors ride in a huge truck. Excuse me. Okay. All right, number 9. Okay, take note of that, Kiat. Garbage collectors. Again, garbage collectors, garbage collectors, garbage collectors. Can you do that 3 times? Okay, wait. I'm going to listen, but first, okay. All right, here's my lips. Okay, you can see my lips, okay? Garbage collectors, garbage collectors, garbage collectors. Okay? Okay, may I hear your voice, or may I hear your pronunciation of that word? Okay, go ahead. Okay, so it's like a tongue twister. Okay, so you have to practice that, and I'm gonna ask you again next class about that word. All right? Okay, very good. Thank you. Okay, number 9. Can you read number 9 sentence? Okay, so workers use heavy equipment to fix the city's streets. Okay, city streets. Okay. 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 Can you read this word again? Equipment. Okay. All right. Look at my lips. Equipment. Equipment. Okay, another word is streets. Streets. Okay, streets. Streets. Okay, so the C and R. Okay, So it has this sound. Streets. Okay. Streets. Streets. Okay, streets. Okay, very good. All right. Next sentence. How about number 10? Okay. Oh, by the way, can you read the whole sentence again? Number 9. All right, work. Okay, go. Okay, workers use heavy equipment to fix the city's streets. Okay, streets, streets, streets. Okay, equipment, equipment, equipment. All right. Okay, very good. Next, number 10. Okay, so the reporters asked. Okay, so there's ed and this word. Okay, the ed here. Okay, it produces the t sound, right? Okay, so the reporters asked questions at the news conference. Okay, it's conference. Okay, so if you're going to count that, the syllable, okay, in the word it has conference. Okay, but if we're going to pronounce that in the right way, it's conference. So you just make it fast, all right? But sounds like you omit the e, right? The second or the second e, okay, from that word. It's conference, okay? So in American accent, it's conference. The e is still there, but it somehow sounds like it's hidden, right? Okay, let me show you. Okay, I'm gonna write. Okay, this is the word, right? If you're going to read this normally, it sounds like this. Conference. Okay, but if you're going to apply the American accent, it's conference, right? Conference. Okay, so the e is still there on the spelling, but the pronunciation is this, conference. Did you get it? Okay, another word. Oh, by the way, did you download the book? Okay, very good. So next is, all right, so this word. Okay, can you read? What word is this? Okay, asked. Very good, asked. Okay, so again, sounds T. Okay, from the last, in the last part. Okay, on the last part. Okay, sorry. Okay, next. Okay, so can you read again number 10 sentence with the correct pronunciation of conference and asked? Okay, go ahead. Okay, so the reporters asked questions at the news conference. Okay. All right, next, number 11. Number 11. Okay. Very good. Children go to the playground after school. Okay. So do you have any question on this part? Okay. So what is the most difficult word you encounter from this part? Mm. Mm. Can you tell me? Again, it's garbage collectors. Garbage collectors. One more time. Okay. Garbage collectors. All right. So, here. So, understanding characters, okay? So, because you're about to read a context, okay? About a mayor for a day, okay? But you have to understand, or you have to understand the characters in that context, okay? So, if I'm not mistaken, I was able to discuss this to you before, but let's have a refresher, okay? All right. Okay, so understanding characters. So the main character is the person a story is about. The people around the main character are the minor characters. Okay, as you read about a character, ask yourself, first, is this a main character or a minor character? Next, what strengths and weaknesses does he or she have? And then, what does this character do and why? All right. So it's like it's like when you are writing an essay or a paragraph, right? You have the introduction, the body, and then the conclusion. And you also have the main idea, the supporting ideas, and what else? The solution also, I mean the conclusion, right? So in a story, of course, characters are the one who give meaning to the context or to the story, right? Do you like reading books? Oh, really? Okay, so what is your favorite book? What's the title? You don't remember. Do you really read? Do you really read a book, or are you really a fan of reading, like, novels, a short story? What? Tell me the truth. It's all right. Be honest. Do you like reading books? So if you like reading books, you should at least know one title of the book that you have read before, right? It's all right. You know what, teacher Jessica, I love reading, right? But I'm not really a fan of reading long novels, okay? I'm a fan of reading just like a context, like for example a short story, but not a novel, right? So maybe if I read maybe day by day, or maybe like alternate. So in a week I can read, like for example 3 times, but not every day, because I still have lots of things to do. All right? So it's all right, because when you read, you learn something, and that's very important, okay? Because in our life, we continually learn, okay? Learning doesn't stop, okay? It is continually and continuously happening, okay? Because we are growing, right? As we grow old, we learn new things, okay? Because we are not capable of knowing everything, right? So be honest. If you are not really reading books, it's all right, okay? If you just read a context from the book, it's all right, okay? Cat. That's the thing, because I can see you. I don't have any idea what you're doing, if you're moving or not, if you get some water, you know. So try to ask your mom and your dad to put a camera on your device, okay? Especially during class, it's very important. I need some interaction from you, okay? Okay, all right. Okay, here. So read the short story and then answer the questions. Okay, I'll give you time to read this. Okay, and then as you see, there are follow-up questions. There are 4. So I already taught you how to answer questions, okay, in English. Any questions in English, right? So you have to what? This will remember. You have to get. Oh, yes, you have to remember. And then what? Sometimes the answer is on the question itself. You just have to restate what's on the question and then come up with the answer, right? All right? Okay, now I'll give you time to read this part, okay? First, read it using only your eyes. And then, once you're done, you have to read it loudly. Okay? Alright, so I'm just here. I will listen. Okay, go ahead.